So I'm about to be the face of a new company because of my brand, and we need to have a little life update because finally back in Miami. We need to talk. So just to get everything out of the way, like, I had a self-tanner issue, okay? So don't bully me because this isn't what this is about. Okay, so if you have no idea who I am, my brand originally started from me selling, like, online courses, whatever. I made millions of dollars, whatever. And I'm always telling the girlies, like, how important it is to build a personal brand. But opportunities like this, like, literally, this is my dream opportunity, okay? I can't even fully tell you about the company yet. You'll be hearing about it more next year, but it's so tied to, like, mental health and somatic healing. I used to be in school for psychology. I used to think that I was gonna be someone who like helped people heal. And then I was like, this isn't paying fucking anything. But it's so cool because I get to do what I've actually really gotten good at, which is branding and scaling and systems and sales and content creation to help build a company forward that I believe so strongly in. And let's talk about God, okay? Don't click off. I was really quiet about this in the beginning because it was my own journey. And like, if you don't know the beginning of my story, I was a part of the spicy industry. And I was getting like a lot of backlash. I knew that people would come after me and try and tell me it's like a marketing stunt. And like, it's almost like when you finally like meet the love of your life. Like, I personally am not gonna post him all over the internet immediately unless like we're like, okay, PR stunt. No, but I'm serious. I gave up my other company that was making me like 300 grand a month because I came back to God and I was like, this just isn't the best work I could be doing. And also, once I stopped and started going to church, I had the biggest spiritual ego death in my life. I made everything about money in my life, and it was so empty. Like, everything that wasn't built on God in my life was like built on sand, and I was constantly seeking, constantly wanting more, like this ferocious, seeking, never enough creature. When I got baptized, a lot of things fell out of my life, and I was literally terrified. I was crying every day. And now I'm finally at the part where it's like, oh my gosh, it all makes sense. Like, I am becoming a woman that I didn't even know I was, but I always was. I was just masked and armored by pain and trauma and fear and feeling alone in the world. I was scared all the time, and I'm just not anymore. And like, it's all starting to work out now. And I'm finally getting to see like, oh, God was walking with me this entire time throughout this entire process. And all the fruits are kind of being seen now, and I can't wait to share more of like who I am really with the internet in a way that hopefully leads you guys to more love and healing and peace and joy and money and money in a really integral and beautiful way. Like, that's what I want. That's why I'm here. So welcome to Blair's new era. Toodles. If you want to never work again but somehow still become a millionaire, this is the most realistic path, okay, to still making millions a year without working. So number one, all right, in the beginning, you are gonna have to work. Surprise, surprise. But you're gonna work really hard and set yourself up in a way that means like you will literally, babe, like I'm telling you, your money will make itself for you. So how this is gonna start, and this is my plan, all right? So this is my like real plan. You can steal it from me. So first thing to know about me is I already made $2.5 million from digital products. My actual game plan is this. Start a social media following, monetize it with a digital asset, like a digital product, course, mentorship, community. Essentially, figure out a target audience that needs a problem solved or a transformation and figure out how you can make the transformation easier. It's probably something you've been through. Or like solve a problem where it's like, oh, moms are lonely. Let's make a community where we do like group calls. I don't know, something, right? Figure out something, solve a problem, make a digital product around it. Why? Because you can make 95% profit margin, sometimes 99% profit margin. What does this mean? It means I have made 6 figures in a month and I've only spent maybe like $2,000 on the business, which means my profit was like multiple 6 figures minus $2,000, okay? You do this for a while. You find one good winning product. And then once you have a digital product that has testimonials that works and you build your brand big enough, you're going to reinvest your money back in to scale this to $1 million a month. Now, this sounds crazy, but it's extremely possible. And most people who are like really, really big creators who are selling programs, they're making that. Once you make around $10 million, all right? And let's talk about this. Once you make around $10 million, if you put that in an investment account alone, and it has the shittiest rate of return at like a 10% interest, which usually most stock market returns are anywhere from like 7 to even 25%.
So if you have 10 million in a Vanguard account, you're making $1 million a year at a 10% interest rate. However, you can do more than that, right? You can buy a property and rent it out, make $20K a month from a $1 million property that you rent out. You can actually reinvest in other people's businesses as an angel investor, like startups. And then what you do is you make a mass amount of money from your brand and a digital product. And then you just take that money and you can just let it sit in an investment account and it will just sit there and make you 7 figures once you get a certain amount of lump sum money. And the fastest way to make the most amount of money with the least amount of risk and the most amount of profit margin and the least amount of overhead. And you can start alone. I made $100K in profit alone with no employees my second month, because I learned how to create good viral content. You keep this up for a while and you save your money and invest it wisely, you'll never have to work again. And then you have a personal brand where you can like even invest in a digital product or start philanthropy and like get brand deals, whatever. You can monetize your audience forever. And then all that extra money you made really quickly, you can reinvest it forever. Or just let it sit there and make you 7 figures. You're welcome. If you're a pretty girl and you're not using it to make you millions of dollars, what the fuck are you doing? Because you're a pretty girl and you're broke, that is 100% your fault. And it's because you're actually not monetizing the attention that you could get so much of, babe. And let me tell you why. The world is rigged a certain way. Pretty people get treated better. Yep, they do. And I'm not afraid to say it out loud. You're prettier, you make more sales in sales. Yeah, you do. You're fitter, you make more sales. You're hotter, you just get better shit out of life. And more people will want to buy things from you and follow you because you're hot and everyone wants to be hot, right? But the biggest issue I see is there's too many girls who are just like standing around in bikinis and like broke as shit because they're not actually monetizing the attention they're getting. I saw a girl grow 2.8 million followers on TikTok in a month from doing this. Like sugar on my tongue. And you know what? She's about to get multiple 6-figure brand deals from other people. If she only dances in front of the camera, cool, she's gonna get followers, stay broke. But if you are getting followers and you're able to do it just because you're pretty, just because social media is vapid and stupid and fake and people are following you because most of them are also men and the world is addicted to men's lust, but even men will push your algorithm, so use it, baby, squeeze it. You're doing some dumb shit. Because if you're pretty, you shouldn't be broke. You shouldn't. You're just not actually using the right systems in your life. And one of my favorite things to do is if you already have a following, you better have a digital product as a very minimal start. You know why? Lowest overhead, highest profit margin. I'm telling you, I made 100 grand in a month. Okay, I made 100 grand in a month and I got 99% of that profit because it cost me $99 to put it up in a store. And then all I did was make videos to promote it like this for free. And instead of putting my titties out, right? You know what I'm doing? I'm giving valuable content and I'm talking to the girls because even girls will want to watch you if you're pretty. Because all girls want to be pretty, right? Oh my God, she's pretty. I want to follow her. Right? So stop using your beauty to get dumbass boys to pay attention to you and start using your beauty to piss off the internet.